I'm Erica. This is Obi and Augie, and I run a shop called Hall Street Studio. And this week we're focused on Button and Fern again, which is my plant accessory line. And I have a show in a week and a half because it's already Wednesday. And this show is only Button and Fern. It's just a small show. I typically do like large shows that are like 5 days long and stuff like that. So doing a 1 day show that's only a couple hours is like small for me. So this is a small show, but it's at one of my favorite plant shops, Plants Alive in Silver Spring. So if you've never been there before, I think you should go. So we've got to count inventory and make a plan of what else I need that I don't have, and plan a booth display, because like I said, there's a big difference between doing one of those big shows and doing a smaller show. Like I can't do my booth layout that takes 3 to 5 hours to set up. No, I have to do a small booth layout. So I have to figure out a small booth layout. So first things first, we're going to do inventory. I know I have a lot of already made inventory, so we might be okay, but I do think there's a couple things we'll have to make. So let's go count inventory and see where we're at. Because I have no self-control, I'm actually going to organize these two. We've finished doing inventory, and we have actually a pretty well-rounded selection right now. We have a lot of plant stands, but I did go through, I mean, not that we need that much for this show, but I did go through and like highlight the pieces that like I thought we needed a few more of, or that we have none of at all. Like we don't have any statue plant stakes, but I have this bag here that I like started. Like you can see like this one's already colored in. It just needs the masking taken off and cleaned up. And same with like these. There's some green statues and some mushrooms and stuff. So we'll do those. I also have some Monstera leaf bookmarks that are already made. I think they just need to be cleaned and packaged. So a lot of this is just going to be like figuring out how to display it and deciding how much I'm taking, because realistically I don't need 51 daisy plant stands. I probably need like 5. So I did also print out the sales from the Philadelphia Flower Show and like go through that and see like what was the most popular kind of stuff. And that did affect like what I highlighted. So the things I highlighted were the statue plant stakes, a couple of the vases, the yellow flower pattern, which I sold out of at the Philadelphia Flower Show and I keep selling out of. The stripe one, we only have 2. That may be enough just to have a variety. We only have 1 daisy one, and we don't have any of the blue flowers left. Sold out of that again. The bookmarks that I talked about. And then the last thing are out of the little frog plant stakes. I only have like 9 wizards, and that's the most popular, as you can tell. Like, that's why I made an equal amount of these, and there's only so many wizards left. So thankfully, the acrylic is already cut for those. I just have to apply the DTFs, the pictures, the images of the frogs, and finish those off. So right now I'm going to decide how many of each I want to make, and then we'll get started on that process. All right, I've got a little notepad. Let's make a list and make some decisions on how many of each of these things I highlighted I want to make, or clean up, or package, or whatever. So I think, like, let's start with the vases. Like, I think I only want to take like 10 to 15, and with 8 designs, I really don't need that many. So let's say the yellow flowers, let's make 2, and the blue flowers, let's make 2, and then 1 daisy. So then the monstera leaves, I think I want to clean up like maybe 10 to 15 and package, because they don't take up a lot of space, and it'll be a fuller display of them in whatever receptacle I display them in, which is another thing we have to figure out. Okay, then the wizard frog. Let's maybe do maybe another 5 to 10. That'll give us 15 to 20 of them, which I think is more than enough mixed in with the other frogs. And then last is the statues. And in Philly, let's see. So I sold them individually in Philadelphia. So I think if we make like maybe like 20 to 30 of what's in this bag, that's plenty. You know, there's a large variety of things here. Like, I'm not going to be able to bring that much, and it's only like 5-6 hours, something like that. So we don't need that much. So the list is actually pretty short. This won't take too much time. I could probably get this all done in a day. So that won't be too bad. That'll let me maybe do those tomorrow or Friday. And then I'll have all next week to like count, like pull inventory that I want to take, pack it up, and like work on display stuff. Hi, Opie. You look like you want to say something. Augie? They're not very talkative unless they're outside yelling at neighbors. So, we've got a box of monstera leaves. We've got a box of monstera leaves. These are already made. I think they just need cleaned, if I remember correctly. Actually, don't look that dirty, but yeah, they just need cleaned. I've got a whole bunch of them. This is actually one of 2 boxes. So we've got plenty to pull from, clean, all that good stuff. So we've got those. Then I've got frogs already cut out. And here's the DTFs of the frogs. Oh, we've got one who still has his backer on. So we can work on that. I mostly just need to go through this bag and pull wizards because I think, yeah, I wanted to just make wizard frogs. So we will find some wizards. And then we've got a bag of statues that are already painted. They just need peeled. And that I put another 20. So that's a couple sets. So we'll pull those. So first, let's pull some wizard frogs. See, they look like this. Little wizards. Uh-oh, did I make all the wizards? Oh, here's a second one. Oh, yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to cut some more wizards because we only have 2. So there's that. Let's pull some wizard DTFs. There's one. Let's see. Little frog. All right, so we'll have to cut some more of the acrylic for the wizard frogs. Let's put these away. And let's pull these. I'm going to start with these white ones because they're easier. Okay, so we've got 4 of this lady. I don't know if you can really see her little details. And now we've got 4 of this lady. 4 of this lady. We've got 4 of David. And now we're looking for one more lady. Here we go. She's got her little cloth, towel, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's all the statues we needed. So let's put this stuff away. Oh, forgot these. Okay. So let's count out some bookmarks. I said I wanted to do 10 to 15. Might as well do 15. And 15. So this can go back. Okay, so let us cut the clear acrylic for the wizard frogs so that those will be cut out and I can peel everything at once. So let's set up the file and then turn on the wizards. All right, we got all our stuff cut out. Yes, hi, sweetie. Yeah, you good boy. First I'm gonna clean these. Then we're gonna peel. I'm gonna turn on some YouTube, and we're gonna get to work. It is the end of Monday. It's actually almost 5:30. All the product that I wanted to make is made. I could make a couple vases, but I actually don't really think it's necessary. I've got plenty to take. I don't need 5 more vases. It's not going to make a difference to me. So tomorrow we will work on signage and displays and maybe pack some stuff. We'll see.